Mortar here, and welcome back to our Darkest Dungeon Let's Play. The time has finally come. We are about to enter the Darkest Dungeon. In the last episode we cleared out a short cove mission just to get our Vivaro Arbalest to get level 6. Funnily enough, it's kind of possible that we're not gonna be using the Arbalest at all in the Darkest Dungeon, but we'll see. I have team comps prepared for the entirety of it. They might change slightly depending on what happens on our way there. There are two that are set in stone with who I will be taking. That's DD1 and DD3. DD2 and DD4 have some possible variations to them, but we'll see what happens. I've already prepared the squad for the first Darkest Dungeon mission here. Because I think both DD1 and DD2 are the most difficult Darkest Dungeons mission you can go with, we're gonna be trying to take the best squad possible for those. Obviously, the other missions aren't easy, but are definitely easier than those two. Definitely easier than DD2 at least. DD2 is very, very, very difficult, and I might have failed it a few times. Anyways, we're gonna be taking Shawn X. He is actually, I think, our best bounty hunter. Now, Dude Myth is also fairly good, but he's being treated already. So he's gonna be going on some other mission, possibly DD2. And a Horror DW, he is meh. He just is meh. He has Deadly, and that's the only thing going for him. I mean, it's a bounty hunter, but still, it's not very powerful. We're gonna be taking Highwayman. This is Dismas, the Shade. I was actually thinking of trying to take Dismas and Reynold for DD4, but considering what is available to us, I think this is the best choice to go with. The Shade is definitely our best Highwayman, early riser, hard noggin, Photomania. He also has Manslayer and Warrior of Light. He's gonna be very powerful in here. Especially things like Manslayer, because some of the enemies are actually human, not eldritch. And obviously Speed and Warrior of Light is all good. The other options were Dean Oshino, who is our weakest Highwayman, and there is one more, Kentouch Gengar, who is also fairly decent with Natural Swing. And that's actually, well, Faded could be decent too, but he has Infirm, which has to get treated, and he's Gunzo, so can't help with that. We'll probably be treating him in between DD1 and DD4 because the second one is gonna be going in DD4. Third slot, XFAB Gamer, the Man-at-Arms. That was a debated spot for me. I was really thinking about Plague Doctor, but because of the boss of this dungeon, I've decided against it. We're gonna be taking Man-at-Arms. Their post is really good against the boss. You'll see why. We're taking the weaker one. The Ptacular is definitely the better Man-at-Arms, but we need the strongest squad for DD2, so that's where he is gonna be headed. This one doesn't really have anything going for him here, like really. I don't even... the one of the enemies I think is Beast. I think it's Eldritch Beast, so that helps a bit. The minus stress is actually pretty big against them. You'll see them. And this is the only mission we're gonna be taking an Occultist. Well, we have only one Occultist, and you can only take character to the Darkest Dungeon once. But that's why we wanted an Occultist for Darkest Dungeon, for this mission specifically, because of the boss fight, where the vessel loses a little bit of its value. SAQG is obviously fairly powerful. Hard Noggin, Hippocratic, Luminous, all amazing. Also get some Sluggard, which we're not gonna be using. Daredevil could prove valuable as well. Now, they already have the items set as well. Shawn X, main DPS, Highwayman, another main DPS. I've decided against running Eldritch Slayer rings because some of the enemies are not actually only Eldritch, so the Ancestor's Candle is gonna be a bit better in that regard, in my opinion, instead of focusing solely on Eldritch damage, which would be nice, but getting the extra speed here, pushing ourselves to 11 speed, getting that little bit of dodge which we are losing with Focus Ring. I think that's the better choice. We're also not losing extra dodge. We are gaining more stress, which can prove to be detrimental here, but I think we should be okay-ish. Men at Arms, obviously Rampart Shield, and Focus Ring. Now, if he had Natural Swing, he would have 100% accuracy against everything with Focus Ring here, but he doesn't, so we can still miss our abilities. With Rampart Shield, we're basically guaranteed to stun. The percentages don't add up that well. I think it's 72.5% for them to resist the stun. I think it rounds up, so 73. We have 170 with the setup, so sometimes you can lose the 3% battle. And the Occultist, taking the Junia's head for the healing, obviously don't have any other healing items available to them. I was debating taking something else than the Swift Cloak, but... oh, it's actually counting Daredevil, isn't it? It's kind of bullcrap. Anyways, we're not taking the Cauldron because this mission has a lot of stress in it, and Junia's head is already pushing it, and with Cauldron it's already 35%. Now, there is an item and the wagon, the Cursed Incense, which would increase our debuff skill chance, which is something I would be looking to get, and I was actually debating taking this on this mission. But while we are going to be using the debuff skills, we are not highly relying on them working. We're probably mostly still gonna be healing and just applying Vuln Hex to get the mark, and sometimes getting the dodge. It's not terrible of a chance to get the debuff on them, so sometimes we'll get them, sometimes we won't. It's also gonna be pretty hard to hit them anyways, so I've just decided to go with the Swift Cloak here. This way we're basically guaranteed. Well, we outspeed everything on the base speed, it just depends on the rolls. Just increasing our odds that we will actually outspeed. Now, you might have noticed that I've already traded some of the heirlooms. We have no busts and no portraits anymore. This is because we are gonna be getting 2 district buildings actually before we get into the Darkest Dungeon. I couldn't get enough portraits to get House of the Yellow Hand. I've definitely had enough crests for training rings, so that's one that we're getting right here. And second one is gonna be Athenaeum. Choice was basically between this and Altar of Light. I don't have enough heirlooms to get Altar of Light, so Athenaeum is just a natural choice here. The debuff chance is actually gonna work in our favor on this mission. As I was saying, I'm not taking the debuff item, so that's gonna help a little bit with that. Where am I going? Districts. So there we go. Blight skill chance can be nice too as well. So let's get that. Alright, the building is in, the building is done. I already did the skills. They all have the skills they're gonna be going with. Regular bounty hunter setup, regular highwayman setup. He actually wants point blank, I'm pretty sure, instead of tracking shot. Tracking shot will be there for the boss fight, if I remember. I'll be sticking to command for now, but I might replace it with defend. Defend is fairly big in this dungeon. Command is nice and all. Like getting to proc it once will guarantee us hitting with the main DPSs and him. But defend might be mandatory on some fights basically, where like if they focus one target it's gonna be really bad. And SAQG, the regular healing debuffing setup for the Occultist. I also switched out some of the camping skills, because in Dungeons of Darkest Dungeon you don't actually get nighttime ambushed, which is fairly big. There's a lot of stress in these dungeons, which is also fairly big, and we don't need scouting. The maps are available, you can just look them up. I will be showing the one for this dungeon obviously in a second here, so you can see where we're headed and why I'm taking the path that I'm taking. I think that's it. I've also pushed people into stress treatment facilities already and removing bad quirks, so that's being dealt with right now. So let's get it started, shall we? Darkest Dungeon. Infestation is actually raising, so kind of need to hurry a little bit. I don't think their enemies can spawn in Darkest Dungeon. It's just that I mean, I don't want to be dealing with them anywhere else either. So yeah, let's get in there. The reward is crap. This is the mandatory reward, the Talisman of Flame, but that's not important for now. Let's get it started. Let's provision. If the Darkest Dungeon quest is abandoned, not all heroes are guaranteed to survive. Someone must sacrifice themselves to hold off the fiends during retreat. You're guaranteed to lose a character when you run. So, we're going in there to win, basically. Let's go. We're gonna be taking all the food. You don't need a single shovel. I don't think the enemies can actually blight you at all. These guys can't, these guys can't. Can you blight me, Growth? No, doesn't seem so. I don't know about if the zombies can't, so I think I'm gonna pass on those. We definitely are taking all the bandages. There's gonna be a lot of bleeds, and we have an occultist. Let's take all the herbs in case of bad things happening. We don't need a key. We're taking all the holy water for resists. We don't need laudanum. We're taking all of those because why not? Don't need blood. Could take a couple of Aegis. I don't even know what this does. What does Shard Dust do? First use, 2 speed, 15 damage, plus 10% stress, minus 10% virtue chance, 10 stress. Second use is the same but more stress. Third use, even more stress. Okay. I mean, I could buy 1. 2 maybe for the boss fight. I don't know if I'm gonna be using it. Depends on the amount of stress I'm gonna have. Yes, I would be willing to use it on Highwayman and Bounty Hunter. They're permanent debuffs too, and they last for 1 fight. I feel like it's fine to take a couple. I can sell these back, yes. Let's take a few of those too, just in case. They're more important than the second mission. Alright, trinkets done, skills done. Everything is ready, everything is as it should be. Wish me luck! This is the composition I want to run in. I was contemplating switching these two, but I think this is better. This way I move the bounty into position 2 and then position 3. So I have the point blank available to me. And I can even stall it for the pistol shot if I need to. Alright, let's go.
Once again, the stars are right. And the manor sits at the very epicenter of cosmic unrest. Cultists rally to their twisted idols, and great gongs sound in anticipation of the coming sacrifices. Far below, life-laden shadows pulse to the unrelenting rhythm of a beating heart.
Heart indeed. Now, this is a static dungeon, so to speak, just like the first 2 dungeons of the game. And the wolf fight and some others. You're guaranteed to have the entirety of the same layout, the same enemies every single time, so you can plan out your journey. Now, for the entirety of this, I'm going to be taking the upper path. I think it's a bit easier than the lower path. There are a few new enemies in here that we've never encountered before, but let's see them in combat.
Flows ever downward along these titan spires.
Let's see. Also, there's an interesting type of enemy here that used to allow you to fully stress heal yourself, but that's no longer the case. Also, the map already seems to be wrong. These enemies are supposed to appear, but not on this tile, so I love it. I'm using the wiki map. I'll be giving the link to it in the description. You'll be seeing it on the screen. These guys used to be the stress relief and heal relief for your party. You could stall the entirety of this fight, the stress heal to 0 damage, 0 stress. It doesn't really matter what I do, right? Just kill it. But that's no longer the case because of the reinforcements and because of stress induced after you start stalling, so you can't really make use of those guys anymore. Are unholy and human. We're mostly relying on them being human for the bounty hunter. Also, that's the reason I'm taking a bounty hunter on this mission, because half of the enemies are still human, so that proves to be useful for this class. Now we're about to meet the new enemy again. That's the priest. That's the most threatening enemy of all, in my opinion, in here. I hate priests. And you'll see why in a second. They're very fast. They have decent enough dodge, which we're just gonna strip here, I think. Nice. Got it. Perfect. They hit multiple targets. They bleed you. They deal a lot of stress. And they're assholes in general. Now, that was only one. That's the introduction to those. No worries, we're gonna meet more. Alright, alright. Also, we are meeting the level 6 version of the brawlers and witches in here. This is kind of in the same fashion as with fighting fighting the wolf enemies, the brigands, who become level 6 in their own dungeon. It's fine. And this guy bites himself to heal others. He can also bite himself to heal himself, which I find funny. And so you bring the bandages. We need to be kind of wary of those, like can't really overuse them. That's fine. They also have the regular skills that they used to have. They're just a more powerful version. Don't actually have protection. That's really bad because he would be using Stumbling Scratch there. Oh well. Oh. I could actually kill him, but I would love to get a heal in. Come on, Man-at-Arms, you can do it. I'm not fast enough. There's just no... Wow! I actually outsped. I have enough accuracy. 24. Why? Why do I have 100% crit hit chance? I have 115. That shouldn't be 100%, but it is. Why? Oh wait, what are you? You're human. Do I have Human Slayer? No. Why am I hitting for guaranteed hit? Building? What? What does that mean? Does everyone have it? What is that building thing? Oh, yes, yes. Of course. We got the building in the districts. Of course. Well, that's why we have the guaranteed hit there, because we are at 119. But still... Oh yeah, 119. And then he had 24 dodge, so that's -5, but 5 is guaranteed extra accuracy. So it's a guaranteed hit. Perfect. That works out exactly as we wanted it to work out. Now these guys are very dodgy. Obviously have to die first. They're the stress casters. Oh, bleed, that's good. I need to make sure that she dies. That's the stress. They're much more likely to hit the targets on high stress, at least the witches are. So they are gonna be focusing those, as you can see. The accuracy. Crit. Let's move you so I get the witch closer. Let's try finishing her off. Amazing. Obviously the other witch is a priority now. Can't mark her yet though, need to heal. Good hit, low roll though. It's okay-ish. Bounty Hunter can't do shit anymore, but that's okay-ish still. They are obviously again the brawlers, cannot target and mark people, but it's okay. What should I do? Let's stun this guy, just to minimize the damage. This guy's not stunnable. I was actually thinking of just getting to move him, but it's okay. Oh, this is an issue though. Lower her. Dodge. So this is, well, I don't, what is the base of shuffling? That's my resist. I don't know what the base is. I guess it's 100? Doesn't say the number, which is weird. I guess it's 130 as a knockback, maybe 150 as well. I mean, I really need her to move into a position where I can actually hit her. Oh, I even got the stun. I didn't even really hope for the stun. I was just hoping that I would move her into this position specifically. Now I'm gonna hit this guy because he would move forward. And now the witch is the priority again. I'm not gonna go for duelist advance in hopes that I kill her, and there it is. Let's get the heal in. Okay, SQG is rocking with those high heals, which is just fine. Let's move forward. He can't hit position 2 or 3 or 4, so that's all good. Try killing him. Nice. Crits are always nice because these are gonna last us for the next fight too, hopefully.
These nightmarish creatures can
Now
be
this
felled,
map is all
they can be
bogus.
beaten.
I didn't reposition because they were supposed to be in this room. All right. That's just weird. I guess I need to find another map, huh? You can't get foot pings in here, they are just less likely to happen. There's one very specific spot where we're gonna be camping, and we're actually about to get into it. Just because there are 4 fights before the boss, in that room specifically. Although I might stall it just to increase our stress numbers. So I could actually have something to remove the stress with. Here's the finger.
Ringing ears, blurred
Yep.
vision. The end approaches.
Dealing with the finger. So good. Didn't get to kill him. They are very tanky, so I'm gonna stun him because he hasn't moved yet, so I want to lower the damage obviously and the stress they can dish out. Not bad SAQG, not bad. Actually very good, I should say. I'm not gonna go greedy on this one, I'm just gonna kill it. I was thinking of leaving it to the bounty hunter, because he would kill anyways. But it's okay with me to make it work that way. Now I would love to stun this guy, but I won't get to. It's really good that the Highman is getting all these dodges. Let's try for a stun here. I'm gonna be healing here just to top us off a little bit. Now it's most important to kill this one because the other one is already stunned, so don't need to worry about him that much. I can just go for I'm gonna increase our crit chance and try going for a crit on the bounty hunter here. Didn't work out. It's okay. These are also the enemies that the bounty hunter is not gonna be doing that much damage against because they're not actually human, they are eldritch and beast, I think.
Merely a trick of the light.
Alright, now we're gonna be taking the upper path here again. Although, again, this map seems to be bogus, so... All I'm gonna say is that I'm fairly sure that the upper path has less priests than the bottom path. They're symmetrical in all... entirety of it. That's a really good dodge there. Really, really good and really important. I think they're actually more important to kill than the finger. That's bad. Yeah, the stress amounts are gonna be insanely high here on the occultist. I really don't need crits. Increase that either.
Concentration.
That's fairly bad. Let's stun the finger. That also moves the witch closer for us to kill. Finger is still a foe that we need to be wary of. That's well, I was about to be whatchamacallit, affliction, so that would have been bad, although we dodged it, so lucky me. Good, that's fine. We have the riposte. Stress is amassing fairly quickly. I think we're about to be camping here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is very bad in the sense that I don't have a way of actually hitting the witch here. The only way is for the highwayman to actually pistol shot her down at this point, or toss a flashbang, which I think I will do, just to try and move her closer. Didn't work. Man, it's not very cool. I'm running out of their post too. That's fairly big. That means I can kill her in 2 turns, but that's still a long time. She gets to live. Let's set up a post. They're more likely to hit the marked target. That doesn't actually induce that much stress. Still quite a bit. Let's hit the priest. God damn it. Give her a post for that one. Come on, outspeed, outspeed. I got a crit, so basically outspeed. 94% chance to hit, and that's a kill. Got him. Okay, now the finger. Owie. That sucked. Oh, come on. The bleed actually puts me at Death Star right now. Good heal SAQG. Okay, one down. Would be oh, never mind, I already moved. I was about to say it would be lovely if I outsped and killed it before I get hit with the bleed, but I didn't remove the bleed either because reasons. I obviously should have. That's okay. Done with the fight. Let's remove the bleed.
And driven into the mud.
Now, according to the map, there's 3 fights left in this dungeon before we fight the boss. Start moving then. There's no fight in these corridors. This room is empty. I'm gonna use the torch and I'm gonna camp there. Please don't afflict me.
And purpose is made clear.
I should have been tossing this away for the entirety of the dungeon, getting less stress pings. Alright, this is where we're camping. Absolutely. Any stress items? Yes. Max food. Don't need to worry about that one. Now, the boss fight is size 2. That's why we take Bounty Hunter here. So plant takedown. Unparalleled finesse. Now, weapons practice is really good again here too, but I think double encourage instead. Just to keep our occultist sane for a little bit longer. There's no nighttime ambush in here, so don't need to worry about that.
A blazing star is born.
Let's continue on. There's another priest and a rapture in here. I think I'm actually gonna put this away for this fight and see how it goes. The increased healing is obviously nice, but the amounts of stress we have is very, very high already. Alright, it's a good thing that the priest is, the witch is in position 3, so I can actually hit her. Would love to heal men-at-arms here, but I will try stripping the dodge. Didn't get it, but got the mark, so if I get to hit her, I should be able to kill her. That's a very important dodge there. Come on. Oh, I used the wrong ability, that's why. Fuck. That's bad. But I can stun it with men-at-arms. So that's okay. Oh yeah, the new enemy, Malignant Grove. Gotta deal with that too. Stun that thing. Stunning this is also good because it prevents it healing the witch. Yeah, I can get stunned here, but that's not something I'm worrying about that much. I'm not gonna use point blank here. Oh, that's really big actually. Really, really big. She is already marked, so I could try stripping the dodge again. Yeah, that was a viable option there. Hit. Yeah, there we go, Shaman X. That's what I want to see. And de-stress our team too. Now this is easily stunnable, so let's go for it. That's a guarantee, 200%. Some more stress healing. The growth is more important to kill here, obviously. I mean, fine, I'm just gonna set up the riposte, it's okay. What I'm actually gonna do is debuff its damage, I think. I know it stuns me, I don't remember what else it does. It has something else too. Fairly sure about that one. Let's increase our crit chance, just so we might be able to lower our stress a little bit with crits. Oh, that works out. Just me and you, Mr. Zombie. Me and you. Let's get the heal in. I'm gonna do it on Hyman because he tends to take more damage because of their post. Putting himself on the front lines. Actually kind of works out. I'm not gonna stall. Well, I'm gonna stall in a way that's not gonna be giving me the stalling negative effects because I used 3 offensive actions there. Alright, let's finish it off. Nice crit. Even more stress healing. Alright, in this room there is a treasure, but it holds a fight.
An insidious killer.
It's actually almost exactly the same fight. Instead of the growth that stuns you, it has the brawler, so it's not a terrible fight, but we're about to go into a boss fight, so I'm not gonna be dealing with that right now. I don't want to be dealing with it right now, so there's all that. That's the last fight before the boss, so we could have easily camped earlier. Low roll, not very good. Also should have hit this one instead. Definitely should have. Come on. It's really bad. Oh, come on! That's not the... not stress at max yet. It's fine, didn't hit the occultist, so I'm all good. Just a bandage. Just a torchlight, let's move her back. That's why I should have been hitting this one, because I was gonna be stunning this one either way.
Decimated.
Yes, Shade. Yes, please. More of those. I'm gonna let Priest hit me here. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna be hitting the Witch with Bounty Hunter here. And if I have to, with Men-at-Arms too, to finish it off. It's a nice crit. Come on, finish her off. Nice, okay. Stun you, maybe I'll get to heal a little bit as well. I should outspeed it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stall on the corpse. I can't toss the flash. Okay, that's perfect ordering though. Not the highest of heals, but... Looking at you, Junya said it wouldn't make that much of a difference there anyways, but... that would be 8 heal instead. Alright, we're about to fight the boss fight. Let's change the skills. I'm not gonna be using point blank. It's like tracking shot. Everything else seems I want the guard. Defender. Let me actually verify the accuracy of the enemy. The dodge, actually. 23.75. It can't still dodge me. I would love to have command, but I need retribution. Absolutely need it. I could remove crash, if anything, but I think I'm gonna stick to this. And you can't stand the enemy, the boss at least. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to play command, but I'll try. I'm gonna remove crash. You are fine. I'm still not giving him the item because of the amounts of stress we're dealing with here. Let's eat the rest of the food, remove all the debuffs. Use the torch already, remove the debuff, remove the debuff. Use all the holy waters. This is for one battle. There's significant stress damage, but I think I'm gonna still use them just to be able to finish off the enemy real fast. Ah, got the achievement. Should have moved the torch. Forgot about the instant stress hit. Alright, let's go. Time to kill the boss. Thankfully he sits in position 1. Let's go. Good start. Obviously you want to use disarming shot at some point, but that's not yet. Your dodge is actually not that very high. I wanna try removing your protection and damage if possible. Come on, debuff, 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 debuff. Fuck! I'm gonna mark it because it has that high amount of protection. I didn't remove it either. God damn it. God damn it, stop dodging! There we go. That's why I want riposte on everything possible. We still have one available to us. There we go. It's okay. Got the bleed, but that's fine. It can spawn enemies too, so you need to be a bit wary about that. It's got increased damage. We're gonna start duelist advancing from that position. It's actually unlucky that I got that bleed. I mean, it's because it applied the debuff on me. Alright, start going for the hits. I mean, we'll kill it soon. It doesn't actually despawn the enemies in this one. That's not the heal I was looking forward to. That's why it would also be really nice if I had the Highman in front, because I would take all these hits from the finger guy. That's fine-ish, because... I mean, it's not stunnable. It is, 22% base. I'm gonna increase the crit and accuracy. That means I'm guaranteed to hit everything. Nice crit. Got the bleed. I'm gonna remove it ASAP. Come on. Should be able to kill it this turn, hopefully. Can I move? I can move back too, so it's actually better to move back too, so the bounty hunter can hit it. Yes, exactly. There we go, Shaman X. There we go. All right. Just the priest left. We don't have repose on Hyman anymore, but it's okay. We didn't even get afflicted. Well, the fight is not over. It basically is over though. Didn't get a stun. I mean, there is a chance for that. I'm not gonna go for duelist here. This is almost dead. I'm just gonna mark it so I definitely kill it. Ah, got the debuff finally. Oh no. Uh-oh. Don't afflict me. Doesn't matter anymore, basically, but would be bad. Would be annoying, I guess. Alright. Alright, Shaman X. Finish it off. Highest roll possible. Got an item. Pretty useless, but got it. And there it is! Do we go for the item? Do we go there for the loot? No. I mean... No, we're too low health. No. I wouldn't even care about getting afflictions, I just don't want to die and I want to take these home. The Aegis, that is. Alright. Let's head home. DD1 down. Alright. I think this is the second hardest mission in Darkest Dungeon. It's orders of magnitude easier than the hardest mission, which is coming next. Got some diseases. What the hell, dude? Eldritch Slayer, just in time, dude. Just in time. Can't go into Darkest Dungeon anymore. How did you get Cove Adventure in here? I don't know. Black Plague, really bad. Has to go. Spiritual, not bad. Hemophilia, really bad in here. Dipsomania. Yeah, I would be craving for alcohol as well after that. Alright, there you have it. First Darkest Dungeon mission down. Oh, it removes all the stress. I didn't remember fully how that one works, so no one has stress anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we'll get to see the people on here with like their... How do I do this again? So I can see them spazzing out. I don't remember. But you can see them sometimes in their eldritch forms. But yeah, this is where we're gonna be ending this episode. So, thank you everyone for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.